please turn over your hearts and your ears for our program.
ערב טוב, קהל נכבד. אנחנו שמחים לראות את כולכם ומודים לכם על השתתפותכם בטקס המרכזי של הקהילה.
Welcome. Before we begin, I would like to ask you to please turn off all cell phones and clear the aisles as they will be in use throughout the program this evening.
It is our pleasure to welcome you tonight to our annual Yom Hazikaron and Yom Ha'atzmaut commemoration ceremony. This program would not have been possible without the help of many talented and dedicated members of the community. I call your attention to the wonderful sponsors on the back of your program, without whom we could not have created this event. Special thanks goes to the Benot Shirut and Kol Torah Mitzion, who gave their time, experience, and expertise to this project. We also want to thank our incredible youth who make this program so meaningful.
Tonight, as we and all of Am Yisrael conclude a day of remembrance and mourning for the many brave men and women who gave their lives for the creation and continued protection of the state of Israel, and those who lost their lives in countless terror attacks, we ask for a moment of silence to honor those lost.
Please rise as Chaim Aviv, one of our Kol Bachorim, lowers the flag to half-mast, and we listen to the wail of the Eretz siren. Please remain standing as Chazan Isser leads us in saying El Malei Rachamim, and Rabbi Toplovsky, Rabbi Kihila, leads us in saying the prayer for the protection of the Israeli Defense Forces.
שנפלו במלחמות ישראל וכל הלוחמים במערכות העם שחירפו נפשם אדם למות על קידושו השם ובזרות אלוהי מערכות ישראל הביאו לתקומת האומה והמדינה ולגאולת הארץ ועיר האלוהים וכל אלה שנרצחו בארץ ומחוצה לה בידי המרצחים ארגוני הטרור. לכן אמר הרחמים יסתירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים ויסרור בצרור החיים את נשמתם עד עינו נחלתם בגן עדן מנוחתם וינוח בשלום על משכבם ויעמדו לגורלם לקיץ הימים ונאמר אמן.
We pause for one more moment to keep in mind the 23,169 casualties of terrorism and war, our brothers and sisters, and particularly the 57 we've lost since last Yom Hazikaron. As we say this tefillah, this MJBHA l'chaylei tzahal, we also have in mind our MIAs, Ron Arad, Zachariah Baumel, Tzvi Feldman, Guy Chever, Yehuda Katz. They should come home soon to their families. Please join with me. Yishevedach Avotenu Abraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov Hu Yivarech et Chayadeh Tzva Hagana B'Yisrael Ha'omdim Amishmar Atzenu Ve'adei Eloheinu Mikol Abanon V'Midbar Mitzrayim Min Gadol Adavor Hava B'Yabasha B'Avir U'Vayam Yitain Adonai et Obeinu HaKamim Aleinu Nikafim Mipneihem HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yishmor V'Yatzil et Chayleinu Mikol Tzara V'Tzukah Mikol Nega U'Machala V'Yishlach Bracha V'Atzlacha B'Chol Ma'aseh Yedeihem. May God cherish and protect our holy soldiers and send them blessing and success in all their work. Yadber Sonena Tachtem Yitem B'Chet Yeshua Tertzachon Kuyam Bahem HaKatuv Ki Adonai Elohechem Haolech Imachem Yilachem Lechem Im Oivechem Yoshia Etchem V'Nomar Amen. May be seated.
Amit Farkash recorded the song Millions of Stars in memory of her brother, Captain Tom Farkash, who died in a helicopter crash during the Second Lebanon War in 2006. The song was written and composed by a friend of Tom's and was sung by Amit for the first time at his funeral. It gained fame on the radio and became the song most closely identified with the war. We now welcome the Lower School Girls Choir, led by Mrs. Miri Gottlieb, for their rendition of Millions of Stars, Milyon Kochavim.
It is our honor to call upon the Honorable Ambassador Dermer to share a few words with us about Yom Hazikaron.
Apparently I have somebody who thinks he's Ambassador Dermer. Well, to tell you the truth, the first time, he's not a prop, by the way, for my speaking. The first time, I was at a Yom Ha'atzmaut celebration. And last night when I was at another Beit Knesset, I spoke about Yom Hazikaron. Tonight I'm going to speak about Yom Ha'atzmaut. When I was at my first Yom Ha'atzmaut celebration, I was his age. And I was at a Hebrew academy. And that was exactly, how old are you, Judah? He's 3. He's free. That was 40 years ago, when I was at the Hebrew Academy in Miami Beach. So the first question I should ask is, who out there today is going to be a future ambassador of Israel? I want to hear some hands because I can't see you. Well, to be an ambassador of Israel, there's 2 things you need. The first thing you have to do is you have to make Aliyah. So who in the audience is going to make Aliyah? I'm feeling a little bit like a French fry, so lower that a little bit and raise the lights a little bit so I can see who I'm speaking to. See how powerful the Israeli ambassador is? So you have to make Aliyah. That's the first thing. There's one other requirement to be Israel's ambassador to anywhere. Doesn't matter where. You know what you need to have? You need to have pride. You need to be proud of Israel. And tonight, what I want to speak about is why all of you should be proud of Israel. You'll be proud of Israel when you understand what Israel has done for you and what Israel has done for the Jewish people. The first thing that you should be proud of is that we have a sovereign Jewish state. Now, we're a very old people. Somebody's going to yell this answer out to me. Don't worry, Rhoda, he can stay. It's okay. It's okay. Now, who's going to boo at something? How old is the Jewish people? 66. No, the Jewish people's not 66. That's the state. Good. Raise the lights a little bit. I don't need to be in the... Everyone here doesn't have to be in the dark. Raise the lights a little bit. Somebody said 66. That's the state of Israel. How old's the Jewish people? 6 million? Where are those teachers? Give me a hand. Somebody raise their hand. Yes. 3,327. Close. If this were the Price is Right, you'd be close but under. Who? Who can tell me? Somebody? 4,000. Close but over. 3,800 years. And I got a tougher question for somebody here. Somebody's going to have to stand up, because it's hard to see your hands. How many years have the Jews had a state, a sovereign Jewish state, out of those 3,800 years? Yeah. Yeah. How many? Not 66. Not 66, you know? Go. No? Well, okay, well, let's find out. Let's figure it out. The first, now I think you got to go get it. take a bow, take a bow. So, let's figure it out. Who led the Jews into Israel? Not Moshe. Yoshua. That's right. And after Yoshua, who led the Jewish people? The Shoftim. And after the Shoftim, who led the Jewish people? The Mlachim. And that lasted from Joshua till Nebuchadnezzar, about 550 years, where we had Jewish sovereignty in the land of Israel. And then we had to wait 4 centuries until we won our sovereignty back. And under whom did we win our sovereignty? Who? HaMaccabim. That's right. And that lasted for 100 years until Pompey came in with a Roman garrison before he did his special on HBO. He came in and he left the Roman garrison, and the Jews became a vassal state of Rome. 100 years and 550 years and 66 years. That's 700 and a little bit. And we're 3,800-year-old people. That means for every year that we had sovereignty, we were 4 years of wandering people. So the first thing you should be proud of is the fact that today there is a sovereign Jewish state of Israel. Now the second thing you should be proud of is that that state has ingathered kibbutz galuyot, Jews from across the world. Can anyone tell me how many Jews were in Israel when Israel was established? What percent of the world's Jews lived in Israel? What percent? 5%. There were 12 million Jews in the world, and there were 600,000 Jews in Israel. And what percent of the world's Jews live in Israel today? 55 million. No, about 43%. And today Israel is the largest Jewish community in the world for the first time in nearly 2,000 years. So that's another reason to be proud. And you should be proud of the democracy that Israel has built in the heart of the Middle East. Israel's the most threatened nation in the world. And despite all those threats, we have a free country in Israel with a free press and freedom of religion and rights for minorities and the rule of law and all of those freedoms that people take for granted sometimes here and that no one else in the Middle East has. So be proud of Israel's democracy. And also be proud at the innovation that has happened in Israel. We're a country that's only 66 years old, but Israel is a global power in technology. A global power in technology. We are a pioneer in science and medicine. They make devices in Israel, technology that allows paraplegics to stand for the first time. They have pills with cameras that allow doctors to research the inside of someone's body. These are all innovations that are happening in Israel, and we're leaders in the world in water, in agriculture, in energy, in cyber. So be very, very proud of the type of economy and dynamic society that Israel has built, because the chances are that the next technology, the next new chip that will change the world, or the cure for cancer that can change the world, is going to come from the state of Israel. That's another reason to be proud. But above all, you should be proud of this. You should be proud of this. And here in this ceremony, you compare, you start with Yom Hazikaron and you go to Yom Ha'atzmaut. In Israel, we've got 24 hours. And here you do it all in about an hour and a half. But this transformation from Yom Hazikaron to Yom Ha'atzmaut is the transformation, the greatest transformation in the life of the Jewish people. Because today the Jewish people have the power to defend themselves. And when we didn't have the power to defend ourselves, when the Jewish people didn't have an army, we were subject to every evil under the sun, one after the other. Massacres, persecutions, pogroms, culminating in the worst massacre of all, the Holocaust. So be proud that the Jewish people can defend themselves. Now, I said before, when little Judah was standing here, I asked the question, which one of you is going to be a future ambassador of Israel? Now I see the hands. Put the hands up. Who wants to be a future ambassador of Israel? Well, I have news for you. I have news for you. Everyone in this room is an ambassador of Israel. You all represent the Jewish people. And because you all represent the Jewish people, you all represent the one and only Jewish state. So wherever you are, whether you're buying something for your mother or father in the supermarket, or you're going on a college campus and you have to debate about Israel, or whatever you'll do in life, remember that you are an ambassador of the Jewish people. And you should always be proud of Israel. And when you see that flag over there, the blue and white, and the Magen David, never bow your head. Always stand tall. Always stand proud. And understand that 100 generations of our people yearned for the right to see that flag fly. And 3 generations of our people have earned that privilege. So be proud, stand tall, and be proud of the one and only Jewish state.
Thank you, Ambassador Dermer. On Yom Hazikaron, we remember those heroes whose deaths remind and command us to lead meaningful lives. We try and continue their legacy and to follow in their paths. We also join their families in feeling their pain and suffering loss every day.
This year, we search for a way to give some consolation to these families and to find a way to learn from the fallen soldiers so their deaths would not be in vain.
One way we hope to achieve this goal was through a special project honoring those who fell in service to Israel. This project is known as Ela Ha'achim Shali. These are my brothers. Families learn in the zchut of the fallen soldiers, our brothers, and also had the opportunity to connect with the soldiers' families.
The Israeli families were so moved by the show of love and support and were inspired that their sons and daughters' lives continue to have impact and inspiration even after they are gone.
The following clip highlights the power of creating bridges between our community and Israel and the close connections that Am Yisrael has with each other.
Uriel, Miriam Peretz's firstborn, a Golani brigade officer, was killed in Lebanon on a combat mission. Yet, Miriam and Eliezer, Uriel's parents, signed a special permit allowing his 3 brothers, Eliraz, Avichai, and Eliasaph, to serve in Golani in the same frontline brigade. Eliraz, Miriam's second son, was killed in Gaza. Miriam Peretz's story is the story of the State of Israel.
תשמור על העולם ילד, כי אנחנו Mishnayos Masechet Megillah,
in honor of the memory of Captain Benaiah Ryan. Captain Benaiah Ryan was a tank commander that died in the Second Lebanon War. We've been learning a lot from him.
and I think this program has been really great. It's given us an opportunity to learn together, myself and my sons, for Captain Benaiah Ryan, and to learn about his sacrifice and the sacrifice and courage of all the Israeli soldiers that defend our homeland, and to feel connected to his soul and to hopefully help elevate his soul and to learn a little bit about his life. We learned that he was very courageous, that he was hit by an anti-tank missile. It was a very special thing to be able to learn on his behalf and to connect with his family and to the soldiers in Israel who do so much for us.
שלום לכם, קהילת היהודים בוושינגטון. מאוד התרגשנו לשמוע שבחרתם גם על בניה. אני חושבת שבניה שלנו מאוד גאה בפרויקט כזה. הקשר הזה בין התפוצות לארץ ישראל לנו מאוד חשוב. בניה והחברים שלו נהרגו לא רק למען מדינת ישראל, אלא בכלל למען כל היהודים שנמצאים בכל העולם. בניה שלנו כתב יומן, מסע לפולין, ושם הוא כותב ביומן שהמסקנות שלו, שזה הזכות, בזכות היהודים שנהרגו בשואה, יש לו הזכות להיות יהודי חופשי בארץ ישראל ולהיות חייל בארץ ישראל.
We have been learning Mishnayot in honor of Don Nisim, who fell in battle in 1970 in Lebanon. We felt that it was so important to be able to learn about anyone who might have been taking part in any of the wars in Israel and really gave their lives for the land of Israel and for Torah, Eretz Israel.
And a big part of it is that learning some Torah and their schut allows us to connect to them, because even though we're so many miles away and we're so far away, the Torah is the one link that connects us very, very directly to all of the soldiers, past and present, that are there fighting on behalf of Eretz Israel and Medinat Israel.
After all the learning we did, I feel more connected to Israel and to Yom Hazikaron.
We've been learning in the zechut of Sergeant Ma'or Cohen Kadosh, who fell in the line of duty on the second day in the month of Shvat.
Every year on Yom Hazikaron, it's obviously painful to remember the losses of our people, specifically those who gave their lives that we can enjoy all that Eretz Yisrael has to offer. This year, learning Masechet Shkalim in memory of Sergeant Cohen has been especially meaningful, because we see the way he dedicated his life, and as a family come together and say, let us make that connection to a person.
And we're hoping that this will bring some level of nechama to his family and friends back in Eretz Yisrael.
In B'nai Kiva this week, we also had a chance to learn about a fallen chayal.
We learned about Eliyahu Nuyeli, who died in 1975 at only 24 years old.
We did the pulat to raise his soul up to Shemayim.
So me and my dad are learning Leila Nishmat Yitzhak Hirschberg. He was a soldier who died in the Lebanon War. He was just 19 years old, and he was very, very, very humble. He sacrificed his life. He gave up all his honor to just fight for his country, and I'm learning a lot from that. So because of this learning, I feel a lot more connected to Yom Hazikaron.
If our learning can be a little bit of a connection with Yitzchak, with Yom Hazikaron, with Eretz Yisrael, with Medinat Yisrael, then that's a wonderful schus, and again, we're very privileged to have that schut.
שלום, שמי יעל, ואני בת למשפחה שכולה. הפרויקט שלקחתם על עצמכם מאוד מאוד מרגש אותנו. אני חושבת שכל משפחה שכולה שיודעת שמישהו אחר חושב עליהם ביום הזיכרון הזה, זה דבר מאוד מרגש. כי זה מה שיש לנו, להעביר את המורשת של אותו חייל, שנזכור אותו.
חמודים, הגיע הזמן ללמוד. בואו נסגור את זה.
So we've been learning in memory of the Chayal Eyal Tovia Benin, who was an only child to his parents. And when he died, there is no more continuation for their family. And when we sit and learn Mishnayot in his memory, we are keeping his memory alive in this world.
Hi, my name is Karanit. Dvir was my nephew. He was killed 5 years ago by a terrorist when he entered Gaza during a Custard operation. Before Dvir entered Gaza, he called me Friday before Shabbat, and I heard noise at the background, and I asked him, "Where are you?" And he said, "I'm here with all Am Yisrael on the border of Gaza, and we're waiting to enter and to fight back." And I said, "What are you talking about? I wish that you're not going to go. I'll pray for that on Shabbat." And he said something that I will never forget. He said, "How can you speak like that? How can you think about yourself? Just think about Am Yisrael."
We're learning Masechet Orla for the Zechut of Chayal Yoni Netanyahu, who died fighting in Tzahal.
When we heard about the opportunity to learn in the memory of a Chayal, we decided to take this on as a mitzvah, as a family to learn, because we felt it was a way to have a connection to Israel, to Chayalim, to people who have given the ultimate sacrifice for the state of Israel, and that is really an incredible thing. And so as a family, we wanted to do this in honor of the neshama of Natan Netanel.
התרגשנו לשמוע שלמדתם משניות לעילוי נשמתו של בננו יוני, וראינו בזה חיבור עמוק לחיים של יוני. יוני מת על קידוש השם לטובת התורה, העם והארץ. והחיבור שלכם אלינו מחיה את שלושת הנקודות האלו.
The family really had a lot to teach us, and it was a sad but beautiful story, and we feel lucky that we were able to learn about it and to learn in this food of Ariel's parents.
He was one of 6 children, and he met his wife Shlomit while making a video about his brother Oriel, who was killed in the Lebanon War. When he was eulogizing his brother, he was quoted saying, "Sometimes there's a price you pay for the right path, and that price is life." His whole family is such an inspiration. They're very strong people. His mother has lost 2 sons, and she's really just such a strong woman.
אני חושבת שהיום באמת היהודים בכל מקום שנמצאים צריכים לזכור מה היה לפני 66 שנה כשלא היה לנו מדינה, וברוך השם היום יש לנו מדינה, אז אני קורא לכולכם, בואו, אנחנו מחכים.
We are proud of everyone that serves in Sahel.
We are proud of Sahel. Yom Hazikaron!
שיר למעלות, אסיינה.
Masechet Bikurim in memory of Gadi Ezra.
מאין יבוא עזרי, עזרי מעם השם, עושה שמיים וארץ, אל יתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך, הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל, השם שומרך, השם צילך על יד ימינך, יומם השמש לא יככה.
We would like to invite Max Elikin to represent all the families who had learned to make a seal on the final Masechtot that we took part in.
Hadran alach seder zrayim moed v'nizikin v'hadrach alan. Daitan alach seder zrayim moed v'nizikin v'daitach alan. Lo mit nishay minach seder zrayim moed v'nizikin v'lo tit nishay minan. Lo ba'alma hadim v'lo ba'alma da'ate. Harev na Adonai Eloheinu, et divrei Toratecha v'fiot amcha b'it Yisrael, v'niyeh anachnu v'tzitzei amcha b'it Yisrael, kulan yodei shmecha v'lomdei Toratecha lishma, me'oivai techakmenu mitzvotecha kilam hi li, yihi li v'tamim chulukecha leman lo evosh, lulam lo eshkach pikudecha ki bam chayitani, Ruchat Adonai lamdini chulukecha, amen, 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 salah va'ed. Modimanach nu lefanecha Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotinu, shesamta chalkin miyoshvei beit hamidrash, v'lo samta chalkin miyoshvei kranot, she'anu mashkim v'hem mashkim, anu mashkim l'divrei Torah v'hem mashkim l'dvarim betelim, anu amelim v'hem amelim, anu amelim mekablim sachar, v'hem amelim v'einem mekablim sachar, anu ratzim v'hem ratzim, Anu ratzim chayol haba v'hem ratzim l'ver shachat. Shneimar v'ata Elohim toridem l'ver shachat. V'anshei damim u'mirma lo yichatzu yamehem v'ani eftach bach. Yihir tzim milfmanecha Adonai Elohai. Kishem shazartani l'sayem seder zraim moev nizikin. Ken tazrini l'hadchil mesechtot v'svarim achirim u'siyamam. V'modu l'omed lishmur v'lasot ולקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה, וזכות כל התנאים והאמוראים ותלמידי חכמים יעמוד לי ולזרעי שלא תמוש התורה מפי זרעי וזרעי עד עולם, ויתקיים בי. ויתחלך תנחה אותך ושכלך תשמור עליך והקיצותה היא תשיחך, כי וירבו ימיך ויוסיפו לך שנות חיים, אורך ימים בעיניו ושמאלה עושר וכבוד. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
In celebration of the gift of Medinat Yisrael and the sacrifices made by so many of our soldiers, we hope that we can carry on these inspiring messages into our daily lives.
As the sun sets and we bridge the time, Me'agom L'Simcha, we will be making the transition from Yom Hazikaron to Yom Ha'atzmaut. We will begin our transition to Yom Ha'atzmaut with the raising of the Israeli flag. It is our honor to call upon Major Shlomi Weitzman, Israel's military attaché. Please rise.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special surprise in our program that no one, not even our masters of ceremony, know about. Ladies and gentlemen, a special surprise for you.
Israel's Independence Day is a time for great celebration, and for justified reasons. We take great pride in Israel's many amazing successes. For some 2,000 years, the Jewish people had been stateless, powerless, and defenseless. After 2 millennia, we returned to our historic homeland, ingathered the exiles, reestablished our independence and our sovereignty. Yet we didn't only create a state, we have brought into this homeland a people that has been scattered around the globe. We have defended ourselves against the attacks of hostile neighbors, overcoming threats faced by no other country. We've built a vibrant democracy in which freedom is sacrosanct. We guarantee equality under the law and the rights for every one of our citizens, Jew and non-Jew alike. We've created a robust economy, a global technological superpower. We've signed peace treaties with 2 of our Arab neighbors, while we quietly talk with many more. And while doing all this, we've enjoyed the passionate support of so many friends around the world, Jews and non-Jews alike. All of you who have united to speak out for Israel's right to live in a secure and peaceful state. This support from friends like you warms our hearts. And along with Israel's vibrant democracy, our dynamic free economy, our strong army, our commitment to our shared values, all this forms the foundation of our national strength. So on this Independence Day, I want to thank Israel's many friends around the world for your steadfast support for the one and only Jewish state. I want to thank everyone at the Melvin J. Berman Hebrew Academy for joining Israel in celebrating our 66th year of independence. I was pleased to learn how much the Hebrew Academy instills in its students a deep sense of Jewish pride and a powerful love for Israel. Now, whether your students use that pride and love to help build a vibrant Jewish communities in America, or better yet, decide to make Aliyah to help build a stronger Israel, they will all become parties in ensuring the Jewish future. So on this Yom HaAtzmaut, I thank you and I wish you Chag Sameach to all of you, to the entire Jewish community of Washington. And I almost forgot. I have a quick message to Mayor Zev, Ezra, and Judah. I'd better get a good report card from your teachers. And if not, you'll be forced to have summer school with me in Jerusalem. And as your father has surely told you, I'm a very, very tough teacher. Chag Sameach, kids.
The song, Achim Bakaneh, was originally sung after the Six-Day War. The song depicts the hope that someday our soldiers will exchange their guns for flowers, their battles for peace. Please join us in welcoming our fourth graders as they lead us in transitioning to celebration and gratitude for the gift of Israel and the prayer of hope and peace.
בין עזה לרפיח, ירח ילבין על פסגת
4th grade for that beautiful dance.
You know what, Nadia?
What, Rena?
I was thinking.
You were thinking?
It happens sometimes, don't be so surprised. Maybe the 10th grade should have a dance.
That would be a great idea.
We could come on stage and go from the left side of the stage to the middle.
And then at the end we could stop and we could scream, Hashem is the best!
Yeah, we could twirl in circles, have some...
We get coming from the ceiling.
I have some acrobatics.
Oh my god, that would be
So
so
cool. What else could we? We could do cartwheels.
Cartwheels, yeah.
Handstands.
Handstands.
We could.
We could make like a game.
Yalla, it's Israel here. There's no time for talking.
Lady, of course, again, you brought all of Machne Yehuda with you.
Oh, hello, sir. How are you today? Can I offer you some watermelon? Or maybe some hot dogs for me. I also have sunflower seeds. And marshmallows. You see, it's Yom Hazikaron tomorrow, and I'm throwing this huge party. Why isn't this bus bigger?
How much to your Fabia? How much you want to pay? I'm getting it. 10 shekels. Okay, here you go. No, this is 10 agorot. I need to give me 10 shekels.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's just, I'm new here. I just came here from DC about a month ago, and I'm still adjusting.
No, listen, it's fine. Don't worry. I came from Ethiopia not long ago. It's hard for the first few months, but you'll see with time it's going to be okay.
Okay, thanks.
Are you maybe an Ola Hadash?
Yeah, I just got here a few weeks ago.
Oh, then welcome to Israel. You know, tomorrow we celebrate Yom Hazikaron, and I always love telling my story how I came to Eretz Israel. Aren't you thrilled already?
Sure.
Well, it goes like this. I was a very young girl when my family made Aliyah to Eretz Israel. It was before we had a state, when the British were here, and they didn't let anyone come close to the shores of Israel. But my father, he did not listen to the British. And on that cold night,
Get down to the beach. We are hearing sounds. Go search the beach now.
what do we do now? Mommy, I'm scared.
Close your meet us here.
I will never forget that night. The night when my dreams of making Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael became true.
Australia? Yeah? Belgium? Yeah? על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל, היא מדינת ישראל.
be here, to see each of you in this unique moment. And now you're making this last step in this long, long journey, and you're coming home. So bruchim habayim habayit.
You shall inherit and you shall settle. The moment you step foot off that plane, you inherited a land of centuries of sacrifices, of tears, of dreams, and of yearning.
You're not running away from something, you're running to something. You're running to the homeland, you're running to come home.
Then they took us to the north, that's Safon. And there we established the first kibbutz of the north.
It's unbelievable that you actually settled the land.
We built Israel with our own bare hands. My father was the head farmer, and every morning we would wake up early and we would plow, pick fruit, plant, and water.
Yom Hazikaron, he started a kibbutz, and he would work so hard. I'm a manager of a company of Israeli developments, and honestly, we're such an advanced country now. Sometimes I think of my Saba, and how hard he would work. And if only he'd had all the Israeli inventions that we have today, his life would have been so different. My Saba was a happy, diligent man. He loved the land of Israel very much. He was a farmer. And every morning, he would wake up with a smile and ride his tractor into his fields. If only my Saba would have had waves. Next, Saba was in charge of growing the vegetables. He would have to water each and every one. It was difficult work. If only my Saba would have had sprinklers, well, his life would have been easier. Next, it was time for lunch. My Saba really, really loved tomatoes, but slicing them, he didn't love so much. Saba then had to think of what else he had to do. So unorganized. If only my Saba would have had a USB thumb drive. He's so much more organized. And after a long, tiring day, what does Saba want more than a hot bath? Sad, Saba's freezing. Solar boiler. It's really an amazing invention. My Saba loved to cook. He loved to cook, but he was not a very good one. If my Saba had known about Bamba, he wouldn't have gone to bed hungry.
Those are such amazing inventions.
I know. And that is just a taste of it.
Israel is, by many measures, the country relative to its population that's done the most to contribute to the technology revolution.
Now, when you look at the NASDAQ, companies are listed from around the world. There's one country, though, that truly stands out, and that is Israel.
Israel was recently ranked the 4th most innovative nation in the world. From the iPhone to the PlayStation, many of the ideas behind your favorite gadgets came from inventors right here in Israel.
Flip-top cell phones, keyboards for smartphones, Intel Pentium chips, the ability to print straight from your computer, the flash drive, the chip in the iPad, the OS that runs the Amazon Kindle, the chip that controls the Sony PlayStation, and the 3D sensor in the Xbox Kinect. Every year, American companies are shelling out more and more shekels to buy small Israeli startups. The latest example is Waves, an Israeli smartphone app that gives live traffic reports based on your location. It warns users about traffic jams, accidents, and even sitting police cars. Google bought the program for just under $1 billion, making it the most expensive app in history.
Bamba.
Come sit down, please. Oh, do you want something to eat? What? This amazing Chayal and his friends protect our country every single day. All right, Chayal, tell us a heroic story.
Actually, right now I'm in a unit involved with the Iron Dome. Last week we almost had an incident, but thanks to my friend, we were able to intercept the missile. My friend works in the base right over there.
Every Iron Dome system is responsible for a different part of the sky. This one protects Ashkelon. When a rocket is about to fall in a certain area, it sends 2 missiles to follow and intercept it. This is how we protect our citizens from terror every day.
How about we show the commander a little training drill?
So, let's say a rocket's coming in at a 45-degree angle. Iron Dome would try to go...
This is impressive. Is this what it's like when it really happens?
Great Scott! I haven't started yet!
Let's see what she can do.
That was amazing. Iron Dome and the soldiers are operating to keep Israel and its citizens safe every day. Kol hakavod.
ב-65 שנות קיומו של צה"ל הפכנו מאוסף של פרטים, בוגרי מחתרות, עולים חדשים, ניצולי שואה, לארגוני לחימה שטרם הקמת המדינה, ומהם לצבא מגובש ומאומן, חדשני ומתקדם, ערכי ומוסרי. מול אתגרים ואיומים, חדשים וישנים, קרובים ורחוקים, נמשיך לעמוד על המשמר ולהגן על תושבי המדינה. מזל טוב, צה"ל!
Hello, what are we doing? I leave for a second and take my seat. What do you do? These Israelis.
Wow, it's so amazing to see a kid learning Torah, even on a bus.
There's learning everywhere in Israel, in yeshivot, schools, workplaces, and even in the army.
That's one of the reasons why I came to Israel. Eretz Israel is the biggest center of Torah study. Learning here has a special quality to it, and I'm not the only one who thinks so.
You chose to spend the year here, and you're the one choosing to do the learning, and that just makes it exponentially more meaningful.
Well, they always talked about how in seminary or in yeshiva, you're going to be able to learn lishma, and as corny as it might sound to you right now, it's really true.
To learn things I might not have learned before at a deeper level.
I'm going to college, and I'm going to have 4 years of learning secular subjects, and I think it was really important for me to really have a year of just Judaic learning, but guided Judaic learning.
This is where I'm from, this is my homeland.
In so many places you can sit and you can learn and you can be in a yeshiva and really learn, but in Israel you can be outside and around and you feel Torah and you really live Torah and you're just surrounded by Torah, and it's an incredible place to live and to learn.
בבית המדרש הישן. ארץ, 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 ארץ התורה, את מקורה ושפת האמונה. ארץ, ארץ, ארץ.
I think one of the best parts about learning in Israel for the year would be how you can easily connect to the land through your learning. It's a lot more intense and more invigorating and more fun. There's nothing like it.
For example, on the holidays, the whole, Israel, or especially Yerushalayim, just changes. The whole atmosphere changes, and you really feel every second that you're in a holiday.
We went to the Gilboa, and we got to learn about David and Yonatan and Shaul. We got to learn the Tanakh on the Gilboa, which was something that was really incredible, and you can't get anywhere else because it all happened here.
Being with people from all different cultures, from all around America, Ethiopians, Israelis, and it really does lend a new perspective to the learning.
Where I am now at Yeshivat HaKotel, so we're literally looking over Har HaBayit, and just being able to learn Torah, looking over at where the Beit HaMikdash is and where the Avodah is going to take place and everything like that is an incredible thing to think of, and there's no better place to learn Torah than where I am right now.
When I come here, say in 5, 10, 15 years, I'll know my way around. I've lived here for a year. I'll know the bus system, I'll know the train system, I'll know where the restaurants are, so I'll never be a foreigner when I come back here.
טובה יפת עיניים לנו יש בארץ ישראל בילד טוב ירושלים או מפילל וממילל ותורה אורה כזו יש לנו וגם הגדה ומגילה.
I came and I saw how everyone is so hospitable, everyone is so caring, everyone really loves everyone here. That I thought that was amazing. I didn't know I was going to have that here.
Definitely living with Israelis in the dorms is a totally different experience.
There's not been a Shabbat where at least 5 Israelis haven't come up to me and made sure that I had somewhere to go for Shabbat. It was really surprising, and it was really great. It was a good surprise.
How caring everyone is here, and no matter where you are, you can call on a Thursday afternoon to go somewhere for Shabbat, and everyone's so giving and like always inviting you over, and it's like everyone's related.
The American cereals are way overpriced.
When you're here for the year, it's not just you're here visiting for a little bit, but you're really living here and you're really a part of the society here, and you're really part of the Jewish nation in Israel.
I always loved coming to Israel as a vacation spot, but I truly feel that now I feel more at home here, and I could definitely see myself moving in the near future.
ללב שלך לשיר ולרקוד כמו פנס שלא בחושך תן לו לרקוד תן ללב שלך לשיר.
You're gonna have an incredible year no matter where you go.
Just enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the person that you're going to become or you may not become.
Stay by Kolo guys that you've had in the past.
Take it day by day and learn a little bit, have some fun, make some friends, and just have a good time.
So remember that you're also in a new country and you're in Israel, and it's important to divide your time well.
Really embrace new experiences. They're fun, they're exciting.
Be spontaneous and just, go to really cool places.
Even places you wouldn't think of, even small towns up north, beautiful areas that are just incredible to see you really experience the land.
Before I came, I was also really nervous about learning for so many hours, and after getting into it, I really realized how much I really liked doing the learning.
It's the best time when you learn in the Beit Midrash, past when class is over, and it's just people learning, and you can pick up whatever book you want and just learn on your own. It's totally lishma.
It's amazing to me that I can actually be excited to sit down and open a book and learn.
אני מאמין באמונה שלמה בביאת המשיח.
Thank you, Iman Abba, for giving me this wonderful experience. It's definitely once in a lifetime. I don't think I'll ever forget it.
Thank you, Ima and Abba, for sending me to Israel. I'm having the best time.
Mom and Dad, thank you so much for sending me to Yeshiva Torah Shraga.
Thank you, Mommy and Daddy, for sending me to Israel.
Thank you so much, Mommy and Daddy, for sending me to Israel. I love you, and I'm having a great time.
Mom and Dad, thank you so much. This was probably the best year I've ever had.
Thank you so much, Mommy and Abba, for sending me to learn here. I'm having a great time.
Mom, Dad, thank you so much for sending me to Israel for the year. It was the best year I've ever had. I love you guys.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for sending me to Israel.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for sending me to Israel for the year. Probably one of the best years of my life.
The strong army and amazing security.
International success in developments and inventions.
Alim coming from all over the world. Cities and villages are spreading. Fruitful learning of Torah.
Amazing bus drivers.
Guys, you know what we have to do now?
What?
Celebrate Israel's independence and success. She deserves it.
Yalla.
Everyone, grab a bag. Bring Yalla Mike. Happy Yom Hazikaron, everyone!
That was crazy. There's a bus on the stage.
I know, that was so cool. And it was especially amazing to hear from all the graduates from last year. This was so much.
Yeah, it really was amazing. And it gets even more exciting. Please join us in welcoming the 8th grade girls for their Daglanut.
to the part where they created the house, Yisrael Ze'abayit Sheli.
On Yom Ha'atzmaut, we take pride in the accomplishments of the people of Israel and the strides the state has taken in the short 66 years since it has become an independent country. So many individuals have contributed not only to Israel's success, but they have also helped other countries around the world.
Tonight, we not only honor those who innovate and create from within Israel, but those who live on this side of the Atlantic and find ways in their daily lives to help, support, and enhance Israeli lives. Their dedication to Israel and Am Yisrael is astounding, and we'd like to honor them this evening.
In honor of those who contribute to Israel's security and defense, we call upon two special students. These students will graduate MJBHA this June and will be serving in the IDF next year. We salute you and are so proud of you. Please join us in lighting the first candle, Eliana Star and Ike Cohen.
In honor of those who contribute to Israel's high-tech development, this person divides his time between Potomac and Israel and works as a patent lawyer, both here and in Israel. He also teaches patent strategy in the law school at the University of Haifa. For that and much more, we'd like to honor Mr. Gerson Kanish with lighting this candle. Let's go.
In honor of those who contribute to the study of Torah, this family joined us through Kolel Torah Mitzion and have worked tirelessly to bring Torah and Zionism into our community over the past 2 years. This family is returning to Israel this summer. We all thank you for being such a big part of our lives here. We welcome Rav Amichai and Aya Stern to light the next.
Is a true believer in the significance of Eretz Yisrael. Their children are making Aliyah one by one, and they're planning on making Aliyah soon. We honor Mr. Gary and Mrs. Laura Schiff with this candle.
In honor of those contributing to the connection to Israel and the school's Jewish identity, the next couple have been sending MJBHA high school students to Israel once every 4 years on a mission of connection to the land of Israel. And to Jewish identity. With them is Abby Pinchon, an 8th grade student, who will be going on the mission next year. We are proud to invite Mr. Denny and Mrs. Debbie Berman for the next scandal. Thank you and kol hakavod.
Encouraging the study of Hebrew, we call upon one of our own teachers. She is the head of the Hebrew department at our school. Her passion towards the language and her love of the Eretz Yisrael can be felt through the achievements of her students. We appreciate your dedication. Please welcome Mrs. Vicky Isser to light this candle. For our honorees this evening. May we all continue to contribute to Israel in every area and in every way, anywhere we might be. And may we continue to rejoice in the state of Israel and the success of the Jewish nation has had in the land of Israel. You know, here in MJBHA, we love Israel. Check this out.
Across the ocean, under the blue sky, the sun is rising, it's climbing so high. I know a place where we can be freer, we will be stronger, so long will we be keeping our talking about Tikva, talking about my talking about Tikva.
This is my homeland, this is my story. I build my future with ancient glory. So take my hand now, we'll be together. The days are brighter, and we'll be dreaming now.
Falafel just got real.
Talking about Tikva, talking about my talking about Tikva.
אנו מכריזים בזאת על הקמת מדינה יהודית בארץ ישראל. היא מדינת ישראל.
I'm saying, Tikva, Tikva, come on, we be talking about not giving up, we rising up, show me mine, it's that same.
Hatikva.
Please join us in the Beit HaMidrash for Tfilat Ma'ariv Chagigit, followed by a Chagiga with music, dancing, and refreshments.
Thank you for coming. We'd like to thank all of those who made this incredible ceremony possible.
Chag Sameach.